Hello, my name's Tom. I had an ablation procedure day before yesterday, and I just wanted to make a short video to help other people who are going to have this procedure put their minds at rest. I was very worried about it, as most people are, going into hospital, having any kind of procedure or operation. And I did watch a few videos on YouTube. One particularly really helped put my mind at rest, and just information really, so I knew what to expect. So this is my experience, and I hope it helps other people. So I went in at 10 o'clock, which is when I was asked to be there. They settled me into a bed, and I had to put a gown on, and then I was shaved in the down there. In a little crease at the top of my thigh and beginning of my abdomen, which wasn't too bad. Then I had to put on some sort of rather dodgy hospital pants that see through. And then after that, I was pre-assessed, which meant that the nurse came round, asked about my weight, allergies, checked all my details, all the normal kind of pre-assessment stroke admission stuff. And then they put a cannula in my arm and took 3 tubes of blood. The cannula was in this arm, you can see there. Never a nice experience, but it was done. And then the locum came round, and she just went through the procedure and what to expect, and did I know what the risks were, that kind of thing, and so on and so forth. And that brought me around to about 12 o'clock, when I had my pre-med, which basically consisted of a injection in my bum for morphine to kind of to calm me down somewhat, and also an injection of paracetamol into the cannula to preempt any pain that I might receive during the op. So that was all fine, apart from the one in the bum, which felt like a bee sting. And then I had to wait about an hour before I was taken through, and the doctor came, the consultant came through to see me first and to see how I was, and so on and so forth. And then the anaesthetist took me through into the lab, they called it, and she gave me another shot of morphine and some diazepam, which helped to really calm me down and to put me at ease. And they were off basically, and he put the cannula into my leg, and I could feel it going up, but although unpleasant, not painful. Nevertheless, I asked for some more morphine because I didn't really want to be aware of what was going on. And a few seconds later, I felt the warm flush of morphine taking over, and really a bit of small talk with the anaesthetist and the other people there, and then that was that. I was being wheeled out. It was all done and dusted, and I was back in on the ward, feeling a bit woozy, and basically just coming round from the morphine. There wasn't really any pain as such. A little bit when they did the ablation, but not enough to really, feel it badly. In fact, I had an implant tooth put in this year, and that was a lot more painful, a lot more drastic and dramatic. But this was much easier, and all my worries were to naught. Really, it was something that I built up into a big deal, and it was really quite straightforward. And all of the staff, obviously consummate professionals. So really, I had nothing to worry about, and afterwards it was just a case of taking it easy. It's now the day after, as it were. I'm still in my dressing gown, but that's mostly due to laziness. I'm meant to be taking it easy, and I will for a day or two yet, and I've been asked to go back and just see them in 2 weeks just to make sure everything's okay. But I've had the odd flutter, but that's to be expected. He says, the consultant said, after these procedures. But it calms down, and it'll just be great not to have to take these pills anymore for what was a morning out of my life, and little or no pain. So a small price to pay. The only thing I would say is that the day after, I felt quite tight around my sort of top of my chest. Not my heart, but if you've ever had asthma, and you have an asthma attack, it was slightly like that. And I guess that's just from any kind of, if you're going to burn the top of a heart, then it's going to be a bit sore, I guess. And it's calmed down today, and I don't feel hardly at all what I did yesterday. If anything, it was mostly the morphine that knocked me out and made me feel crappy. So, really to recap, you won't feel anything. The drugs they give you will put you at rest, at ease, and you'll find it a very straightforward, easy-going thing. And you'll be walking out of hospital that evening, wondering why you were so worried, and hopefully be able to get on with the rest of your life without having the frightening experience of having heart murmurs, flutters, ectopic beats, arrhythmia, whatever a plethora of names that these things seem to have, and just be able to get and remember to take them. I think it's a price worth paying, and I just wanted to reassure everybody who's going to watch this that it's not that bad. And I hope that this helps. Bye for now.